Welcome to Anything You Want, the channel where the emotional earthquakes of the celebrity universe are not only documented but examined with care, depth, and the curiosity they deserve. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure to subscribe, tap the like button, and consider becoming a member through the Join feature. Today we bring you a story that has rippled through the entertainment world and unsettled both fans and insiders. The sudden disappearance of Kerem Bürsin and the fragile emotional storm brewing around Hande Erçel. For 3 days, the beloved actor vanished from public life. He stepped away not only from cameras and crowds, but from conversations, notifications, and even digital existence. For fans who follow his every post, every appearance, and every interview, the silence was deafening. The tabloids, confused and alarmed, scrambled to decode what was unfolding behind this unexpected withdrawal. What emerged was a story woven with fatigue, miscommunication, love, guilt, and the crushing pressures of being one of the most watched couples in the country. Sources close to the couple whisper that this emotional retreat did not come out of nowhere. The cracks had been forming quietly, unnoticed by the public, but deeply felt in private. With both actors juggling demanding schedules filled with film sets, overseas shoots, commercial campaigns, and constant travel, the couple's shared time had shrunk into almost nothing. It was during these difficult weeks that small disagreements had reportedly begun evolving into larger, more painful misunderstandings. Karum himself, according to a friend, expressed his frustration by saying, "Every time I try to talk, I'm misunderstood. Everything I say seems either unfinished or exaggerated." This feeling of not being able to express himself safely weighed heavily on him. But what he didn't expect was how profoundly his partner, Hande Erçel, was also being affected. While Karum retreated into silence, Hande apparently experienced her own internal storm. Insiders reveal that she broke down in tears during a private conversation with close friends. Her words, fragile, raw, and painfully honest, were soon whispered from one inner circle to another until they reached the ears of tabloid reporters. One statement in particular made headlines. "I feel exhausted from constantly having to explain myself. I'm treated as if every argument is my fault. My heart is broken, but I don't even have the strength to express it anymore." These admissions, described by the press as emotionally devastating, left Karum deeply shaken once they eventually reached him. But there was one sentence, simple yet shattering, that became the emotional climax of the entire situation. Hande reportedly said, "I just want to be loved, not questioned." This line spread across social media like wildfire. Fan pages labeled it Hande's relationship manifesto. Thousands of comments poured in, debating what these words revealed about their relationship dynamic. And for Karum, hearing this privately whispered confession, even through intermediaries, was like a sudden crack in the heart. He reportedly told a friend, "I never wanted to hurt the woman I love. I didn't realize my behavior pushed her to such a point." That was the moment he chose to isolate himself. At first, even Karum's own team assumed his silence was health-related. But the truth was different. Much deeper. Much heavier. According to reliable insiders, the actor deliberately stepped away from everything external, from conversations, from the digital world, and even from the city itself. He reportedly kept his phone off for hours at a time, sometimes entire days. His team was instructed not to disturb him. One representative even said, "We should respect the space he needs. Don't call him unless he reaches out first." During these 3 days, Karum was said to have retreated into profound introspection. He filled page after page of his personal notebook, writing down his emotions, replaying arguments in his mind, and revisiting memories he and Hand once shared. On some days, he simply walked alone, away from the noise, the opinions, the pressures. He told one friend, "Sometimes silence is stronger than shouting. I'm not avoiding her. I'm trying to understand myself first." Meanwhile, Hand puts on a brave face, but the storm inside grows. While Karum disappeared into solitude, Hand maintained a professional exterior. She attended meetings, worked on projects, met with creative teams, all with her signature grace. But according to witnesses on set, the strength she displayed outwardly was masking a deep internal turmoil. One friend recalled her saying, "I try to look strong, but inside everything feels like a storm." She also confessed the strain of living under the public magnifying glass. When we try to resolve things between us, the pressure from outside makes it even more confusing. Despite everything, she chose not to bombard Karum with messages during his isolation. She wanted to give him space. But the silence between them made each passing hour feel heavier than the last. Then came the words that reportedly changed something inside Karum. "I'm done postponing my feelings. If something hurts me, I'll say it. I won't stay silent anymore." These weren't accusations. They weren't threats. They were truth. Vulnerability. A sign of her maturity. And they forced Karum to confront himself more deeply. As tabloids raced to interpret the couple's silence, public opinion split into 3 camps. Those who feared the silence was a rehearsal for a breakup. Those who believed this was merely a temporary storm. And those urging compassion for both of them, writing messages like, "They love each other, they just need space." Karum shouldn't be judged during a moment of vulnerability. But then came another reveal. According to a person close to the actor, Karum spent part of his isolation revisiting old photos, voice notes, messages, and shared memories. He reportedly said, "We've survived many storms. We can survive this too. But this time, something has to change. Apologizing isn't enough anymore." His words made one thing clear: he wasn't preparing to end things, but to rebuild them. Hand's quiet confession, "I just want to feel safe." Another emotional detail emerged from behind the scenes, one many fans found deeply touching. During a heartfelt conversation, Hand reportedly broke down again, saying, "I want to feel safe beside him. I want a love where I'm accepted, not criticized." This confession sparked new discussions among relationship experts, fans, and journalists. It indicated the real issue, not lack of love, but lack of emotional security. Despite their pain, both actors are said to have instructed their friends. "Hand, don't speak badly about Karum. I just need to be understood. Karum, protect Hand. I don't want this process to hurt her further." This alone was enough for their circle to believe the bond between them remains unbroken. Will Karum emerge from isolation ready to speak? Will Hand's emotional honesty bring them closer or push them apart? Is this the silence before reconciliation, or the beginning of a transformation? Fans across social media continue posting messages like, "They'll get through this. Their love is strong. Give them space, give them time." Industry insiders insist that what's unfolding is not an ending, but a necessary pause, a moment that could lead to a healthier, deeper bond. But one thing is undeniable. Han's words struck Karum at his core, and their next step together will determine the future of their relationship. Thank you for joining us on Anything You Want, the channel where the emotional currents of the entertainment world are explored with honesty and depth. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tap the join button to support our growing family. Stay tuned for more stories, more revelations, and more insight into the lives behind the spotlight. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and stay with us.